هلو عسلامة، مرحبا بكم مرة أخرى. رجعنا لكم في فيديو جديد. اليوم أول مرة الفيديو باش يكون في بلاصة مزيانة برشا. احنا اليوم في جوجل ايو كونكت برلين. دونك الابسود اللي فاتوا كانوا باللغة العربية، مي اليوم إن شاء الله باش نحكيو إن إنجليش خاطر الجيست متاعنا يحكي أنجلي. دونك عندنا جيست سبيسيال اليوم باش نتعرفوا عليه وباش نفهموا منه برشا حاجات أبروبو جوجل. دونك باش تلقاو السبتايتل في الفيديو من اللوطة باش تفهموا الحاجات اللي باش نحكيو فيها. دونك هلو مستر رامش.
Hello, Shiraz. Nice to meet you.
Donc then, can you please, Mr. Ramesh, present yourself to our audience?
Sure. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Hello, my name is Ramesh. I'm the head of Google for Startups and the developer ecosystem team for Middle East, North Africa, Turkey, and Central Asia. It's a pleasure to be here on this podcast.
Thank you, Mr. Ramesh. We are so happy to have you here today. Our session today, it's going to be not technical episode, but our first question is about the community. There is many people ask about the communities powered by Google. Can you please describe those communities?
Sure. So the Google developer communities is the primary way Google reaches the broader, community of tech enthusiasts, community members, and generally tech professionals interested in, technology. What these communities try to do is to try to bring everyone together to discuss and exchange ideas about the latest things happening in technology. It could be either mentoring or workshops or lightning talks. And it's not focused just on Google, it's just focused on anything to do with technology. So to power this, we have a number of programs, to cater to all kinds of experience levels when it comes to technology and how tech savvy people are. We have the Google Developer Experts, which are folks experts in certain kind of technologies like Flutter or Firebase, and they have typically about 10 years of experience or known to be the best of the best in the field. What they typically do is they go to a number of these events and talk about the technology to the broader community. Then we have the Google Developer Groups, which are the organizations or the organizers who bring the community together in terms of dev fest, summits, lightning talks, and workshops. They're typically younger professionals who have about 3 to 5 years experience. Their expertise is more in kind of community, management and bringing people together. We have the student clubs for the students who don't have a lot of experience but have a lot of enthusiasm to learn about these technologies. And we have the Women Techmakers group specifically for women who are interested in tech. And you could find out more about it at developers.google.com and how to join a community, how to become a mentor, how to participate at events, and how to organize new events.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ramesh. You say Google Developer Student Club, and this is a community for students. Can you please tell the audience about how this community can prepare students to the job, or how the advantage from those program?
Sure, absolutely. So we have more than 200 student clubs in universities across, MENA, Turkey, and Central Asia, right? These are typically, we have a club for one university, and we have GDSC leaders who are student leaders who take on the role of bringing the student community together to learn from each other, and also invite GDGs and Google Developer Experts to come and talk to them about this. So one way to learn is to actually get the student clubs to organize events and invite experts, both external experts and Googlers, to come and talk about the latest in technology so they can learn about them, understand how this technology is impacting industry, the job market, and so on. Other thing is Google has the Tech Skills Boost initiative, which is completely online resources where students can go and self-learn about the latest technologies, get certified, and thereby kind of stand out in the job market.
Okay, thank you so much. You tell our students about the GDG community, GDSC community. What is the difference?
So GDSC community is specifically just for the students. So you have to be an enrolled student in a university that is a member of that is a member of the Google programs to participate, and it's just specifically for students. No one else can be part of that community. GDGs is for younger professionals who have typically 3 to 5 years of experience. You can't be a student, you will have graduated and be working somewhere. However, we do have a lot of GDSC leads who graduate to become members of GDG communities and leaders of GDG communities. So just a difference between students who are still in the learning stage to young professionals who've done with college.
Yeah, in my case, I'm starting with, I'm the founder of my GDSC in my university. And after this, I'm the founder of the GDG in my region and Women Techmakers. And I'm preparing for another program, the GDE. Can you please tell our audience about the GDE, how to apply to this program, the advantage of this program?
So the GDG program is specifically for people who are, GDE, you're right, okay. My bad. So the GDE is for basically who are very passionate about a specific technology and have been experts in that technology, for some time. And because of that, when compared to GDSCs and GDGs, the number of GDEs we have is very limited. And we have quite a stringent process where we look at the background of this person, look at the work they've done in the community, in the tech field, do a lot of screening before we accept them into the program. So what I recommend is, let's say you would like to be a GDG in a very specific technology, let's say, Flutter. We would encourage you to go out and speak at a number of events, contribute to tech articles, contribute to tech summits, and increase your profile online. And once you establish a certain level of expertise and years of experience, then we'd encourage you to apply for the program, on developers.google.com. Once you get accepted, it's more of what you can give the community. This is one where you participate if you're really passionate about giving back to the community. Once you become a GDE in a specific field, then GDGs across the region will know that someone with this expertise is available. So when they're doing lightning series or dev fest or talks, they will then reach out to you to come and be a guest speaker in these programs. And Google, on a case-by-case basis, will also support you with travel if you're traveling outside of your home country to give these talks. So that's the other one.
It's a big advantage to head or to be member in a community, because in Google community we can get many experts to help you to learn new technology. Also we can get mentors, and also if you have a startup you can have the support. Can you please, Mr. Ramesh, tell our audience about the Google Startup Accelerator?
Sure. So the Google Startup Accelerator was probably kind of at the top level of all the community programs we do. What the Google for Startups team and the program tries to do is to encourage the best of the startups in the world to build their company with the best of Google technology. So our goal is to ensure we're empowering startups with the best of Google tools, mentors, technologies, credits, and services, so that it's easier for them to build this, their startup, get to 0 to 1 and beyond. The Google Startup Accelerator program itself is kind of a flagship program that's usually about between 8 and 12 weeks long, where we take the startups through a series of bootcamp-style workshops that coaches and trains them on everything from strategy to OKRs to product market fit to UX design to sales, and finally culminating in fundraising and pitching to investors and VCs in demo days. So it gives them a solid grounding and training on what's needed to do to go from, seed to Series A or Series A to Series B. What it also offers is credits, depending on the kind of accelerator you're accepted into, cloud credits or ad credits, so that you have some level of funding to run your startups. If you're an AI-first startup, and we do have a current application open for AI-first startups in MENA and Turkey, Google offers up to $350,000 in cloud credits, which is a significant sum of money that can take care of your cloud and compute and storage requirements for maybe a year or more. Now, what this program also offers is kind of the highest level of visibility when it comes to PR and comms in the tech industry, because all the tech publications, take note of who gets accepted into the Startup Accelerator, and that kind of promotes the company by itself.
Then it's interesting. In our community, you can learn, build, develop, and doing many things with many adventures. I have another question about the events. In Google, in GDSC or in GDG, we create many events. What is the best or the major event in the community?
So look, like, in my view, there is no kind of big or small event. It all kind of depends on the impact and what the attendees go back with, right? We've had small events of kind of just 50 people talking about prompt engineering that got amazing feedback from the audience and came back. And we had events, DevFest, some of the DevFest. There was one in Cairo that I went to last year, which had 3,500, 4,000 people attending. It was an amazing event, amazing set of people from across Google and across the world coming to speak. We had someone from Sweden, we had someone from Nepal, wide variety of technologies, wide set of audiences from students to very experienced professionals. So there is no big or small event in my mind and when it comes, but it all depends on what the attendees go back with. So we have DevFest, we have I/O extended events, we have small workshops on how to use the Gemini multi-models. So there is no big or small, there is no major event. It all depends on what the organizer brings to the table and what the community gets out of it.
Okay, thank you for this answer, but I have another thing about maybe the audience now confused by between the leader of the community, GDSC, and the members and the audience. What is the difference between those three?
Sorry, what's the third?
The leader of the community, because you say that the leader have to apply to being a leader,
yes.
And then he have a team.
Well, there are, so it depends on which specific community you're talking about. So you want the difference between the leader, GDSC leader, and the GDG community member?
The GDSC leader, the members of the team of the GDSC, and the audience, the normal audience. How can...
So, I mean, the distinction is pretty simple. Each GDSC has one specific leader. It's just like having a class leader, or you need someone for us to interact with and communicate with. You can think of them as the single point of contact we in Google have with that specific student club. And members are just that specific leader's team or volunteers or organizers who want to help them out when they're doing, I don't know, a study session or they're doing a watch session. Someone, because no one can function independently in isolation. So they need a team to kind of help them. So this could be a team who are equally passionate about it, equally want to contribute. Audience is anyone who wants to come and be there. Let's say a student club wants to do a simple I/O watch party, right? The leader is the one who decides, wants to put things together, has 4 to 5 volunteers helping them. But let's say, a couple of hundred people turn up. These are just people interested in technology who wants to take a look. So, yeah.
Okay, then, guys, if you want to be in GDSC lead, just go to the Google Developer Student Club website and apply to be in a leader. And also for the Women Techmakers, the application is now open for who is or who want to be a Women Techmakers ambassador. This is another program, the same concept but with many different...
It's specifically, tailored for women, so that it give a platform and opportunity to women interested in tech to come together and share from each other and help each other out. So.
Then what kind of support Google give women to be in this program?
Sure. So generally in all these programs, we provide a lot of support in terms of material, and the tech content that they can share. We provide support in terms of bringing people together in terms of an online platform to create events, to look at others who are interested in it. We also provide funding to organize events and help people out. We provide support to an extensive network of experts who can come and speak at these events. With Women Techmakers in particular, we are providing the support so that it's an easier platform to women to come, organize, and meet each other. There are specific supporting functions where Google even funds women to go speak at conferences or women-specific tech conferences. So we also provide them an opportunity to become ambassadors. When you become ambassadors, you're not only organizing and bringing women together in your community, you also get to go out into the broader community to be an ambassador of women in tech for your particular city or your particular region.
Okay, it's interesting. Then Google give women and other member of the community support, technical support with offered many open source technical support and also mentorship and many other things. Mr. Ramesh, can you please give our audience an advice, general advice?
I mean, I don't know if I have the best kind of advice to give everyone, but if you're generally passionate about technology and looking forward to do a successful or fruitful career in tech, I would encourage becoming just getting into the know, going and attending a number of dev fairs, tech events, so that you're meeting like-minded people, you're meeting people who are experts in their field, or you're meeting people who are working in companies that you would want to work with. So that creates a network, creates a support system for you. And once you go out and learn more about this, you get more and more comfortable with talking about technology and using technology. And obviously, I would advocate for Google groups, but generally there are a number of groups centered around technology. Go join one of these groups, be a participant, if not an organizer, so that you have kind of a first row seat into what's coming up in technology and how the community is adopting it from time to time. And that in itself will set you up with a number of opportunity to explore stuff in tech.
Okay, then the conclusion is just go for it and apply to join us in our community. Thank you so much, Mr. Ramesh, for your time. We are so happy to have you today, and inshallah, in other events.
Thank you so much, Shiraz. Absolutely a pleasure to talking to you. I'm glad you could make it to Berlin, be part of I/O as well. So you're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. دونك هكا نكونوا كملنا السيشن نتاعنا اليوم من البودكاست. استنونا في سيشن جديدة. إن شاء الله تكونوا استفدتوا وتعلمتوا وشفتوا برشا حاجات تكون تفيدكم. Thank you so much and see you in the next episode.
Thank you, everyone.